We only here right now because Fivio ducked me.
True. He said niggas could get it this year from him. I gotta figure out like what's going on.
Fivio Foreign is back on social media crashing out, trying to take our attention away from him being exposed badly from all fronts this week. Fivio is currently having a very hard time coping with the internet now, knowing that he's scary. So he took to his Twitter, and this is what he had to say. He wrote, sucking my teeth. I don't care how many ninjas Rugga box. Man to man, I told him, let's get it on. Every street ninja, no. All call-outs is mandatory. So he forever Punani in my eyes. He went after 50 for whatever reason. I'm still unsure about this, but we'll get to this a little later in this video. He put 50 Punani for coming at old YNs. But T.I. old illiterate country
old YNs. Old young niggas. No, you just an old nigga. That's all that is.
Ain't no changing subjects, ninja.
You just old and dumb. That's what it is. There ain't no old YN. You just old and stupid and stuck on the same shit.
And I hate how New York didn't stand together about that ish, but F it. Now, when he says 50 is Punani for coming at old YNs, he considered himself an old YN. Like, Fivio Foreign is closer to 40 than he is closer to 30.
Damn.
But yeah,
hold on, let's see. Let's see how old he is. Let's see. How old is Fivio Foreign? 35. He's still trying to gangbang. God, that's a goddamn shame.
Fivio Foreign OGs or Chief Keef and Pop Smoke. Like, how does that work, bruh? All right, Fivio Foreign is like a decade older than Pop Smoke. The reason why Fivio Foreign is on his Twitter timeline.
My problem is, I feel like, okay, yeah, you get in the streets. Okay, yeah, you did what you did. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to a certain age, you gotta try to, like, you know what I'm saying, teach the youth to get the fuck out of the streets. It ain't shit in there. But, like, my problem is with the motherfuckers that's still in the shit and ain't teaching shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't teaching motherfuckers a different way. Like, obviously, what the fuck is that? 22. I don't know what size that is or what the fuck that is. But, yeah, my thing is, like, how are you made it, okay, you made it out of your fucked up situation that a lot of motherfuckers that look up to you are in. And you're not trying to elaborate and teach them, like, a different way out. You still, like, trying to crash out and stand on business. Like, I never understood that.
Right now, ranting and raving and popping it and typing his finger away is because Fivio Foreign is embarrassed. He's embarrassed that his cards got pulled. Right? They called his bluff, and he ain't live up to it.
Who called his bluff?
See, Fivio Foreign was popping it during his interview with DJ Academics. He was popping it. He was calling out several rappers, saying how they not street, they not tough like him. One rapper in particular is a rapper from Chicago called Rugga. Fivio Foreign told Academics how he had Rugga scared and shook. He told Rugga, let's fight, and Rugga ain't want to fight. He ducked it because he's Fivio Foreign.
He tough. He like that.
Now, he was popping it during his interview before he knew that Rugga was going to call his bluff. Ooh. But no, seriously, before we can discuss how Fivio Foreign got exposed, let's just rewind a clip of Fivio Foreign popping it and convincing the world that he's really tough and like that before he knew what was going to transpire after this interview.
Break it down for us.
Free that Hoover concerts that's generating millions. So anyway, and my brother Gino was there, all type of shit. Jerry was there. It was a lot of there. I ain't gotta never lie, right? So they told me that Rooga was in the building, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bring him here. Bring him in my room. Because they had me a separate room, whatever, in my room. So I don't know him. I just know he was GD. And that time when we was in Atlanta, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, bring him to the room. We brought him to the room. I'm like, yo, hey, Sam, GDK. You know my business, so that's how I'm living. So
that's how you,
I'm like, yo, bring him to the room. Okay. I got to see what he on, right? So he comes to the room.
You got to check his temperature.
And he steps to the room, and this is word to my mother. I swear to God, I kissed the floor. I'm dying right now. My mother rolling his grave. I'll never lie. Nipsey Hussle rolling his grave because they said streets. The nigga came to me. I said, yo, listen. I heard you as GD. We gonna fight right now. We gonna get it out the way. This is what we gonna do. This is what's gonna happen. And then you could go record so we can live how you live. But me, see, I'm a hood. And this is like different jail tactics. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this out the way so you don't.
Jail. You're not in jail. Why are you trying to live by jail
I'm
tactics?
doing some weird shit, thinking, oh, I'm a backdoor 5 in. I'm gonna call my other man, right? Word the mother. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what the
You
nigga
was not about to fight him and just go back to recording. You was done that?
That's nothing.
It's
easy.
Nothing. We do it all the time.
Well, Chicago fight though. The last recorded fight.
Let me tell you what he did, and this is word of my mother. Ain't nobody record this, and nobody put the camera out or nothing, because we just.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with New York accent. Like I fuck with their accent. It's different. Like I like different like shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they accent is different. It's hard to understand for me a little bit sometimes, but I'm learning. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Tommy, and everybody was there. You know who else was there? Boo, Akon brother.
Yeah.
So I ain't lying. I'm lying. I'm dying. I'm flying. You know what the nigga told me? Grabbed his chest and backed up and was like, yo, bro, I'm not on that time and none of that. Like, I don't care about none of that. I swear to God, for my mother. And then I saw him later on the internet and I was like, yeah, I had to tell Fivio about this. I was like, it's crazy.
What?
Nah, that's what happened.
That was hard to follow. It's not your fault. Gangbanging is stupid. Yeah. So Fivio Foreign is GDK. He don't like the GDs. He's from New York. Now, Rugga is from Chicago. He's GD. Now, I don't even know how New Yorkers got Gangsta Disciples. I thought like GDs were like a Chicago thing, but nonetheless though, Fivio Foreign screams GDK in all his songs. So when he seen Rugga was at the event, he claims he invited Rugga over to his room so they could fight it out, so they can just get the tension out the way. And he claims that Rugga said he didn't want to fight and he's not on that with Fivio Foreign. Now, first off, I don't even know why a New Yorker and a Chicago dude would be fighting in the first place. When clearly y'all are too far away to even have beef. You being GDK from New York.
Y'all have never came across each other a day in your life and you want to fight the nigga. That's what's blowing my mind. You ain't never had a problem with dude in your life and you want to fight him. What the hell?
Him and GD from Chicago, that warrants a fight. That to me, that's just idiotic and stupid and buffoonery. But the claim that Rugga said, no, I'm not on that. That's the claim. Now, Rugga obviously thought this was hilarious. Rugga thought Fivio Foreign was capping. Now, again, I can't even tell you who's telling the truth because I don't know. But that's not my point here, right? Who turned the fade down at the concert? I don't know. But clearly, once this got to the internet, both of these rappers had a point to prove. Both of them agreed and signed up for a boxing match. But only one of them ducked the boxing match afterwards. After the Fivio interview, Aiden Ross took notice of Rugga and Fivio Foreign going back and forth online. So he contacted Rugga and asked Rugga if he would fight Fivio. Rugga said yeah. Fivio initially agreed to fight Rugga, but then
hold on. Who y'all think ducked the fight? Who y'all think ducked the fight? Comment down below right now. Before I unpause it, comment who y'all think ducked the fight.
And as negotiations was going on, Fivio Foreign ducked it, went ghost, just stopped responding because he didn't want to get embarrassed in the ring.
They don't care. Here I am.
Academics in the dough.
We only here right now because Fivio ducked me.
True. I mean, I don't.
Now hold on. Now we gotta talk about that.
Fivio was supposed to fight Rugga. Well,
I talked to Fivio.
Hold on.
What happened on that?
I'll tell you what happened. We were supposed to make this fight happen. But Fivio stopped answering my Jordan's calls out of nowhere. Just went ghost.
Oh my God!
I'm just being real.
Answering.
What? No, hold on now. No, I'm down. Fivio's in New York. I'm gonna call Fivio out. I gotta figure out why he ducked the fight. I feel like I should call him right now.
Let me say that you should call Fivio.
Can I call him right now and ask him why he ain't in the fight?
Yes, because I want to make Fivio and Rugga happen.
Hold on.
Get his.
Oh shit! Want that shit. Fivio and Rugga to fight on brand risk.
Now hold on. I'm gonna give for Fivio. I talked to Fivio off camera. He told me he was ready to put the pause on a lot, not necessarily Rugga, but he said niggas could get it this year from him. I gotta figure out like what's going on because I thought this was gonna happen. Fivio, pick up. I'm gonna text you.
So I'm gonna text you.
I double call.
Double call.
I hope Fivio not watching the stream like, yo, act chill, bro. Like, you making it hot. Hold on. Give me.
He like, please stop calling.
No,
Please don't do this.
Hold on. Nah, I'm gonna get him on here. I'm gonna get him on here.
Tell him
I'm not gonna show the screenshot, but he literally. Can I show you the screen? I'm gonna send you your phone. He literally ghosted my partner.
Your average rapper can't fight. It's really that simple.
God.
Did I ever expect for Fivio Foreign to hop in a ring and risk his entire career?
No.
I don't think so, right? Like, whatever check Aiden Ross could give Fivio Foreign. Now, Blueface got $300,000. I think Fivio Foreign needs $300,000 right now, man. But your average rapper can't fight. And the last thing you want to do as a rapper is go in that ring and get embarrassed. And now your cool point.
I know this is off top. Did y'all see the Blueface fight? Oh, my God. Hey, I fuck with Blueface. He took his fade. You win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? He got my respect. You know what I'm saying? Because he fought as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Out the window is 100% done. Even a Rugga fight I seen. Now, K-Mac just couldn't fight.
He was getting hit with them haymakers, though.
Didn't know how to fight, to be honest, bro. Right? He's like a street dude. I love K-Mac. I love his spirit, right? I want to see K-Mac win. Bro has overcame a lot. But you got to take this boxing thing more seriously, bro. Like, and I felt like K-Mac can't take it seriously. Yo, K-Mac is like, what, 160 pounds? Why wasn't K-Mac in shape? Why was he getting gassed out, like, in 3 rounds? Right? Like, he didn't take it seriously, and that's his fault. And, you know, and even Rugga, like, bro, like, I watched Rugga, like, punch like this, and I'm like, that's not, like none of these dudes are technical boxers. Right? They'll have a hard time in the ring with me. I tell you that, Paul. Hey, man, I ain't popping it.
Oh, no. What,
right, I ain't popping it.
Oh, shit.
Listen, man, the only person I want to fight is Crip Mac, but he ducking him. Oh, he don't want to fight him. Right? Like, they contacted him to fight me, man, and he said he wants $55,000. Man, bro, stop it, bro. You're not worth $500, man.
Damn, hold on. What the this just went left. What the fuck? Flacco just called a Crip Mac?
But this is not the only bad news for Fivio Foreign this week. So Fivio Foreign, I guess, ex-best friend, Pop Smoke. Now, it is rumored that him and Pop Smoke weren't seen eye to eye before Pop Smoke's death, but Pop Smoke's family did an interview with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, where they called out Fivio Foreign and others for being fake industry homies and not holding down Pop and his family after Pop's death.
Checks in.
Who checks in? Who checks in?
We're not gonna need that. We're not gonna need that. We're not gonna need that. If you don't want to name them, bro, you ain't got the name them.
So who's supposed to check in?
I think everybody's supposed to check in like how we're checking in now in due time.
I agree. The people that y'all would think should be tapping in, not tapping in. You know, academics already had an interview with Fivio, already ran down on him on the internet.
Damn, you ran down on Fivio?
Like, yeah,
But why though?
It's like you out, and this is what I'm saying. This is my.
But you don't feel like that stress your mom?
No, let him talk.
No, I'm just asking.
I got answers, bro. I'm not afraid, bro. Listen, for me,
not afraid.
Wallahi, all praises.
Facts.
Listen, at the end of the day, when you say you love, like for instance, if I was to die right now, my friends don't come support my mom or my family ever. That's an issue. I'm not saying you got business and you flying out and you got stuff to take. Everybody got to get their money, bro. I would never want to see a black man not get no money.
I feel you on that.
But if you talking about, yo, I'm ride or die, yo, we the woo, shoot for the star, I got it tatted on me.
As somebody who has lost all my best friends, like all my best friends who I grew up with are all dead. Like they've all died. So I can speak towards this because I feel an obligation. Right? And I feel an obligation specifically because, yo, these are people I love.
Right.
So, like my one homie who just passed away, and he was the last one out of the group, and he had a baby on the way. I feel an obligation to that baby to step up and do whatever I can to that baby because, like that's my homie. Like that's somebody who I told I love you to every time I seen him. Right? So I can't tell you I love you, homie, and then you pass away, and then I forget you, and I forget your mama, I forget your family, right? And I'm not probably as wealthy as half these rappers, but you got to step in if you love somebody. Now, I have my own personal biases when it comes to Pop Smoke's brother. I'm not going to include it in this video. I just think dude's an overall cornball, to be honest, bruh. Like I remember like one time I was, you feel me? I had my brother on the podcast,
Right.
and I found out after the fact. I didn't know. So like one of the like producers said, "Yo, Pop Smoke's brother sent in a super chat," and apparently like I read the super chat and we discussed it, but I didn't like know who the brother was. I didn't like recognize his name, and so I didn't like shout out the quote unquote brother. I just read the super chat and shout out, you feel me, and shouted out the name. This dude was apparently insulted that I didn't know he was Pop Smoke's brother. So he went on Instagram dissing me. So the dude is a cornball all in all, but I felt like his mother articulated properly and really put into perspective what's expected and what's not expected. Right? You feel me? He should let the mother speak. So the mom stepped in and she really broke down how foul these people are.
That's it.
Got you.
So you see, as the firstborn, he has expectations and he also feels an obligation to cover his mother.
That's right.
I, on the other hand, if you show up, you're supposed to be there. You don't show up, you're not supposed to be there, right?
It
I
shows you
don't.
who you are.
Those were people who knew him, were a part of his world, on the ride for whatever it is they were going to get from being there with him. Not mad at you. Don't abuse me. Don't use me. Right? If you're not dealing with me, you're not dealing with me. But don't come through when you need a favor. Right?
Exactly.
Because it's about being real. So I am not as upset as he is.
Yeah, he's upset.
Yeah, he is. Because, it's his brother.
got it right
No, I understand.
It's a different place. It's a different place. It's a different place. And so, because he knows of them and he understands that if they are who they said they were,
Right.
then they should cover us a little differently.
Got you.
But
Exactly.
the fact that you're not covering says you are
Exactly.
not what you say you are.
Forget us, my mom.
Yeah.
I'm my own
Exactly.
person. I'm gonna take
It's
care of
like-
me. You feel me? Definitely.
That's like if somebody in your immediate family dies, you gonna go and you gonna try to do what you can to help out. And I respect that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would do the same thing. Like, just if you fuck with somebody,
But what are they supposed to do for me, though?
how
What-
you
what
say you
are they
fuck with
supposed-
them,
what-
you
whatever-
gonna
what
make
are they
sure
supposed to
that
do
What you're
you can do whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel.
doing, the foundation and things of that sort. That's why we here. They showing
Yeah,
love.
that's what we really
They
want
showing
to talk
love
about.
Especially if they're not asking for money. Like Pop Smoke has had several like albums since he died. So I'm sure the family is well off financially. I'm sure the mama has received a lot of that money if the splits is being done right. They even but they even admitted that like Pop Smoke's, I guess, like manager and everyday dude, Steven Victor, he's no longer tapping in with the family according to them. So that's
Damn.
unfortunate and that's sad. But if they're not even asking for money, they're just asking you to show up
To show
and lay your
love.
name and likeness to help the foundation go, and you can't do that. To me, that's foul. Because I know some dudes might stay away because they don't got the bread right now. They don't got the money to really give or show love to. But if they're only asking you to show up and be present and give your time, and you're not doing it, I don't know, man. Now, I think the mama is talking about showing up and giving your time. I think the brother is talking about show up and take care of me. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man?
I feel like just show up. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like just show up and show love. I've never been a person like, oh, you gotta spend this to mean you care. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about all that. You know what I'm saying? Show up, show love, show that you care, help out my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's not financially. Be there, like, you know what I'm saying, mentally or something, you know? How do y'all feel about the situation? Like, is Fivio in the wrong? Y'all feel like Fivio in the wrong for this? Or, you know what I'm saying, how would y'all go about the situation? Let me know in the comments. And also, don't forget, if you haven't liked, sub, and subscribed already, make sure you hit that sub button so you don't miss no more of my videos.
What are you doing?